Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. This place is so scary. I need to walk with someone. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing.
What the haunted house is doing is it's taking them through the 4 dimensions of fear. So they enter through the dimensional Stargate, which is, again, puts them through a whole multitude of electrical effects and ties them into the first dimension in the house. And from there they'll go through each different dimensional change will send them to a different design show. Entrance, exit. Right now, it's broken into 4 different dimensions, 4 different roughly 40 by 40 square foot. I want to be done realistically with the hardcore construction aspects of it within the first 14 days. What we're saying is when the audience comes in here, there's like a dummy setup and it's propelled out on this track.
I can see this coming. This is going to be good.
This is a P effect.
This is another P effect.
There you go. I'd like to sit there and do like some latex spikes.
See, that's what I was thinking. It would be really cool if that thing was just covered in spikes.
This is all cage in here, so they feel like they've been trapped in a cage. And as they're getting chased around in here, this character introduces back to the audience. So we rattle them, where do you think you're going? Your arms. For 3 years in a row, we've called for inspection 2 days before we opened and final 2 hours before we opened, and we've passed every time. And with all the different regulations that they have, we've done it only because the fact is we've ever disclosed everything that we were ever attempting way up front and beforehand.
No surprises.
And yeah, they like what we do. Linda's working with the food. We have definitely the world's largest bug zapper going.
So we love.
To give you an idea what the 9J does, we have to, inside the test coil cage, because we're in dirt, luckily, we have to dig 3 feet down
to ground
between 3 and 4. No, just 3 and 4 feet because it's that much taller. We have to kind of.
Oh, it's bigger.
Yeah, we have to build in a case.
So it's gonna be
we have to
wider.
come out like 6 feet is square, dig 3 feet down, case it, and set this coil in. It does between 15 and 20 foot bolts. Big bulk of what we're doing now is we're dropping, today it'll be another 25 tons of sand. All in total we have 75 tons of sand that we put here every year. The first 3 trailers are all building materials. Roughly, there's 700 4x8 panels in these trailers. We've got another trailer that's coming over with more set dressing supplies, and 2 more smaller trailers that are all props and equipment. All in all, we have 9 trailers that will hit the property within the next 3 days. Probably the most embarrassing thing that happened was we had a lock on one of the trailers, and the trailer doors went all the way up high, and the lock kind of slipped up on top of the platform, and went to lock everything up and pulled on the trailer, and the lock comes down from way up high, and it's not one of those little itty bitty locks. It's like one of these 4-pound locks that clocked me right in the head. Of course, I start bleeding like a stuck pig, and I'm like kind of panicking, stick my hand up like this, and I'm running out to Kathy, and I'm like, you know, blood's going down like this, and I'm like, it's not as bad as it looks, and you know, and just kind of bleeding. She's like, oh my God, you know, and well, if this is the only kind of little accident that can happen, you know. I'm hungover from a wedding the night before, but if I don't get in here and start doing little stuff that I see need to be done, then it just doesn't get done. Bringing him in and making money is fine and dandy, and we're all in the business to do that. But there's a tremendous amount of showmanship involved within this, and if you're not in it for the showmanship first, then in the longevity of your business won't be there, because the audience will have kind of got the mentality of been there, done that, move on to the next thing.
There are a few positions where I do need somebody who can bark, who can talk, who can engage the crowd and be frightening.
I love scaring the bejesus out of people.
Igor Gordlaki! His master's chemicals make Master very happy. What he doesn't know is that Igor is really
The evil Dr. Mindclair. Evil genius extraordinaire. When I'm done with Master, I will dispose of them, and then I will have all of you as my personal zombies. But until then...
Yes, Master, I'm coming!
Actors in the same position all night long, so it's a much harder gig than the one we were talking about earlier, where you've got doubles and they're only working 15 to 30 minutes a pop. We do break the house once during the evening, which is kind of a magic show in itself, because it's got to be timed really carefully. Get him out, get him some drink and some fresh air, and a bathroom break. Shove them back in there and off we go again.
Very well then. I curse you!
And have a little snack. That's what I like to do.
Satan! Is expecting you!
You're gonna die tonight.
The lighting will start this week. We'll pull all that. This is easy stuff from here on in.
First year we lost our butts, but this was something that he has always dreamt about doing, his passion, and we thought, well, we're never going to have another chance. We're young now, we can bounce back. When we're older, we're not going to be able to, so if we're ever going to do it, let's just do it now. I like to do this during the season, and then have our time. I love to be with him. You know, I love our personal life, and that's very important to me as well. Little more. All right. From August to January, it's just a busy time. It's a busy time, and you know, we'll work it out. But I know it's going to come to an end. I know that after January, we've got our lives back again, and I'm good with that. I can do that.
Next morning, I can't find my phone. I'm like, looking everywhere, going everywhere back and forth. Not find my phone. I've searched. I mean, I only went this way, so I backtracked like 5,000 times. So it was like, okay, I have to call the city. Well, I can't call the city, you know, but maybe they're calling me. But I don't know if they're calling me. So it was like, you know, I felt like someone's trying to get a hold of me. Ah! And meanwhile, she's like, could it be in your car? No, it's not in my car. I went in, I grabbed a folder, that was it. I could not have dropped it. It was sitting right there on the passenger side. I'm like, she's like, where'd you find it? Okay, it was in the car. I'm happy camper. I have a phone again. No one called today.
You know, and you're like, 16 days, great. You know, 15 days, great. 14 days, great. And then it's at 13 where you're like, you know, now we're just pushed into less than 2 weeks. I think what 13 days comes from, as far as in our heads, is our first year. We did the whole thing in 14 days. I mean, everything, ground up, everything. And it's like, how do we do that? I don't know how we physically did it. You know, electricity. Your town is not until the 2nd of October. You're talking about, you know, lots of downtime. We can't have that. We need lights. We need more than just a generator to get that house done.
The nice thing is we got power, so it's like you light this place up like mad. We're running lists. We got about 15 big projects a day we blast through. Nickeling and diming. That's what the city has come to. For instance, we have flame retardant walls. Okay, and we say flame retardant walls. He will say flame retardant impregnated stamped walls. Of course, if that was the case, then you can't paint them because you can't paint over the stickers. We have flame retardant walls that we have flame retardant applied to the walls. Well, it doesn't say that. So now we have to go back to planning and get that clarification on the plans in order for him to accept it. They don't like it. And they're also saying, oh, it's not UL approved. And you can't have it, something like that non-UL approved in the city of Los Angeles. And guess what? You can't UL approve a Tesla coil. Pull the one out of Griffith Park. Let's get rid of the one of the Museum of Science and Industry. Come on, let's clean shop. That scares me. Right now it's 10 days. Tomorrow I wake up, it's 9. That sucks. Let me tell you. But the problem is that we have 2 new inspectors that are motivated to not let me open. Thursday, it went in front of the mayor and the mayor's attention. We met with the mayor twice. Mayor doesn't like what is going on. We've talked with the building safety people through the mayor's office. They have agreed that the process of what we're going through is not right within the city of Los Angeles, and that measures will be taken. We will open. We will open on time. When you put something like this on, you have the investment, you have the time and energy. We work on it for 18 days. We deal with the city. We get all of our permits. We get all of our licensing. We dot our I's, cross our T's, and then they want you to write in a different type of handwriting. You can fight that. Very cool. I got fire at 4 o'clock today. I've got building safety, electrical, and I'm calling special events. Sure. This is from Asylum Productions.
Yes, hi, this is an extreme emergency. I need to speak to Juan Van Orden, please. This is Robert McBroom. This is with regard to some clarification problems that we had made with him yesterday morning. I should call the inspector's office. They were supposed to give your inspection right now to get that in, and now I'm going to follow up. There's a CCS chair sponsored by Boeing Rocket at Time Warner Coca-Cola. We're on the corner right off of DeSoto on the Boeing facility. We've been doing this event for the past 4 years. This year, we have new inspectors from electrical and from building and safety. So now I've made monstrous waves. No one's my friend now. Everything that I built up with the city, I just basically threw it away. Because I pissed everybody off. Because I'm going for the guns, because I'm opening. Hey Eric! Priority. Get the vinyl.
Yeah.
Every one of these poles, except for these two poles here, I want you to completely wrap them from floor to the top with vinyl. No metal exposed at all.
Okay.
Screw this in and put a 2x4 here. So it's like goes up, boom, 2x4, locked in, screwed in, tight. This pole, and that's all she wrote for the coil. We're past.
Come on in, guys. Have a seat on the stage. We're going to sit until about 5:20, 5:30.
Just first of all, I'd like to welcome everybody here that's out here as our staff, our cast, all the positions that you have. What the heck is that? I just want to go over a couple things with you. Just going to give you a brief description of what we're in the process of right now, the things that you're seeing, the things you'll see tonight, and the things that will be different tomorrow and as we go through. What you will see from tonight and what you will see tomorrow are completely two different things. We're right now in the process of tying all these things together and playing massive catch-up. What you will also see in this is a product of about 3 effects companies that work within the house to develop the scares that are automated, that are actor-assisted, but with all the effects that you see here, right here, the people that are in this room are 98% of the reason why we have a powerful house.
Okay, everybody, we are going to go through the handbook from beginning to end. Please look at page 1. Please know that when we get finished with this, everybody needs to sign this. We will prosecute anyone who intentionally hurts one of our staff. We will prosecute anyone who intentionally hurts our staff. We have hired specific actors whose main job is to rotate through the house, breaking actors. Therefore, breaks will be given at various times throughout the night. Where are you, fellas?
Right there.
There. Stand up and raise your hands. Okay, these are your break monsters. Ben and John, when leaving your position to go on break, you should always stay in character. None of this, yo dude, I really have to go to the bathroom, you know. We run a really professional show. We've never had that problem here, and I don't expect it this year at all. Always chase your actor or your guests the direction of the house. Never chase them backwards, because they can trip and fall or fall against somebody else. Never touch the guests. Period. Never forget the scare comes first. Emergency and medical procedure, with the exception of helping out terrorized children and dealing with inappropriate customers, the only other time you can break characters during a medical emergency. In case of a fire, your only responsibility is to exit the building. You guys be good to your parents, you keep them appraised. If I find out you're not doing what you need to do, you're not keeping your grades up, or you're not keeping your parents informed, you're out. What I'd like to do is, I want to go a real quick walk through the house. Probably doing it about 2 or 3 sections. Then I want to take the folks who are already cast in a specific part as an actor. I want to talk to you tonight, place you in your location, talk to you a little bit about what you're doing, and we're going to go over wardrobe a little bit. What's your step?
show for them, right?
They shut you down?
No, I'm shutting myself down. As far as the city's concerned, I can open my doors. Production aspect-wise, I can't take money from people if I'm not 100% of my show, even if I felt that they could feel I was 100%, but I wasn't satisfied. We're too raw. We're way too raw. We couldn't make up the time. Everybody killed themselves. Look at this guy. You know? There's only one person you blame, and it's me. You know, I mean, I take responsibility for everything. It's just too much. I've never missed a mark in anything, but it's just so amazing how much you can lose control. One of my effects guys just missed his mark by huge with the one room. He keeps saying he's like driving in with it right now, but I just know timeline. Timeline says there's no way that room could be set up. My labor budget is going way over budget. You know, I want to bill somebody. I can't build a city, unfortunately. And when it all said and done, and you look at it, the original plans, the original engineering, and everything that we did spoke for themselves and was right. It only takes a couple people within the city to just ruin you. And that's what they did to me. I can't talk about it anymore.
Delays.
Hang on to it. What time do you expect to open?
About 8:30, hopefully.
Okay, good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
They don't think that they think.
Sections.
But you said lag.
Lag. There's no wood frame on the bottom, so I can go in. I got a place to drill into. Just to lock it in.
1 hour. We have a major line.
Maybe any minute. I mean, this is like, God, I want the doors open, you know?
I keep on seeing the same people come back.
Last night was.
Gophers. Go find out.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like 5 people.
It's about 8:45. Thanks for your patience.
We have 200 ready, willing victims outside that are so excited that we're trying to keep happy. They cannot wait to see you guys.
The same night.
Does this mean we get to go in the front of the line? Come on, we've been here for almost 2 hours.
2 minutes, people! We are going live!
I'm gonna go.
Welcome to FrightFair, the 4 dimensions of fear. We appreciate your patience on this most trying of occasions. I ask you to please watch your mouth in my presence. Please make sure that your shoes are tied so that you do not trip and make it even easier for us. We will be sending you in momentarily in small groups of 4 to 5 people. Please make sure that you stay close together with your group, or perhaps you may not make it out alive.
No! Don't go in!
you find a solution to the floor?
Oh, we bridged over it. Yeah, I mean, we were building it, completely welding the whole bit in there, and then on the same time, kind of blasting it over so we could open our doors. It took a long time, but we got open.
Where are you going? Please help me. Please. Look what they're doing. Please help me. Virus. Go away.
There was a group of girls, and they're sitting there. One girl's just hyperventilating the whole bit, and the other girl wants to go in, and she's like, I said, just go ahead and sit with the, sit right here, and then when the next group goes in, go in with the next group. She goes, they're just not going to believe us. They're not going to believe us because there's already a girl in there, and she faked. Talking about the show? Oh yeah, that was funny.
The daybreakers need to get home.
Yeah, I know. Mike's. They're on a they're getting it right now. He's going good.
Were you scared?
No, she was, and she had a hold of me. She wouldn't let me go. Oh, that was good.
Worth the wait?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Our magistrate is scaring him right out the back door. Right out the, oh, bookcase is looking awesome. Everybody is really, really on. Even Dot Room, which is kind of a passive spot, they're just floating right out of the walls. People are flipping out. In fact, here comes some. Okay, bye-bye. I gotta go check my monster babies.
We're open.
And they came flying out the gargoyle exit. One of my breaker monsters was in there. First person that comes flying out, lands on his back, and his three friends trampled him on the way out the door. And they were laughing. Even the guy on the ground was laughing his butt off. It was so funny, and we all saw it, and I was like, yeah. Made my night. It's very funny. Woo! Alcohol. Perfect. So, all right. We're mobile. Okay, your setup is the dot room, not the bridge. The dot room is your setup. So if the bridge isn't working, you pay attention to them. You don't go coming out and going out through the 3 other rooms. Thank you. Okay.
Ouch.
Okay, step out of the way.
You know what, Earthquake? She get me?
Yeah, she got you good.
What happened to her? And she was pretty far down the hallway and she ran back at me.
Oh, on the back door. Oh, you're gonna have some nice little welts tomorrow. Sounds like you're doing a great job over there, though.
Thanks.
Oh, I bet it did, sweetie.
You gotta talk about the bed?
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's let that air out a little bit. Let me get some blocks out of that.
Yeah, get it on film, that's right. I got touched by a little girl, yeah, I can make it known to everybody.
Test the coil monster, taken out by a 9-year-old.
Holy.
She looked like she was 12.
Scratched.
She was only 9.
She clawed him in the face. You know she's not going to suffer from any date problems. Take you out. Nothing like the fear of a 9 to 12-year-old young lady to take you to your knees. Very scared little girl, just absolutely terrified, in tears, just inconsolable. Needed a big warm hug. Thank God I didn't have my face on because she'd have been ruined if I had. So a little hug, little love, let her calm down, make arrangements for her friends to join another large group because they wanted to go back but not just the 2 of them, and then put her out in the light at the exit so she could walk.
These are the nights that you make $100 every 30 seconds.
You've lost control of your life. It's now in my hands. I can make you cry. I can make you... I control the beating of your heart.
He's trying to make it faster, better than it normally is.
Got 3 guys, 1 guy wasn't even touching the floor when he took off out the door. He ran right into the wall before he even took off. That was almost the best we've had all night. He hit the wall, then took off out the door. He was not, his shadow was sitting there going, where is he? It was awesome.
I live to make people scare and piss their pants.
Everything's going good, the screams are going good, the show's running excellent, but it's funny, in the beginning of this I told you, you know, doing a documentary, it's like, you know, nothing ever goes wrong. Everything went wrong, you know? Everything that could, right, with the city and all that bullshit and having to straighten that out, has just gone wrong. But the show is a success, that's what matters. The customer base that comes through, they still love the show. And we're still, you know, we got on the, you know, front cover of the Los Angeles Times. You know, we got on the, in the business section, you know, as the leader in this type of industry. Because we put on a good show and they come out and they like what we do. Well, what are we doing? Are we paying our bills? We paid all our bills. Are we paying all of our labor? Everybody's getting their checks tonight. You know, I mean, it's not a doom and gloom. You know, am I going to go out and buy a car? You know, are we going to be back? We're going to be back.
Bye.